Alrighty, thank you yet again for joining me in yet another exercise wherein I will read a paragraph to you. Embedded within the paragraph, such as the one just behind me, are the potential for errors related to grammar, punctuation, syntax, and so forth. Please keep that in mind as you listen to me read it to you. Afterwards, I'm going to step out of frame and ask that you pause the video to make corrections on your own and resume so that you and I can make corrections together. Ideally, your corrections will align with my own. However, there are times where I will make mistakes. Perhaps I'll forget something or not include a correction that may be the best option to have included. By all means, use the comment section below. We're here to learn together. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue to practice with me. It would help me out a lot and I would appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started by reading, of course, at the beginning. Excusez-moi. All right, so among the nymphs, Echo was one of Hera's favorites. Perhaps that's why the goddess was so easy tricked by her. Hera would smile calm at Echo and ask, "What tale do you have for me today?" Echo, sitting at Hera's feet, would begin to spin her tale. Her stories and her chatter was always entertaining, and the time would slip by quick as Hera listened. Meanwhile, Echo's friends enjoyed themselves without worrying that Hera would interrupt them. One day, Hera discovered Echo's trick. Full of wrath, she cried, "How dare you deceive me in this way? I have a special punishment for you. Do you want to know what it is?" All right, drama, lots of it. Go ahead and pause here to make those corrections and, of course, resume when you're ready to correct with me. Okay, I'm going to go and grab my computer so we can start the process since I'm moving and shaking. All right, so among the nymphs, Echo was one of Hera's favorites. There is no need for that apostrophe. In fact, the only apostrophe that should be there is the one right over here, because here we have a multitude of Heras, but we only need one. We want that singular possessive. So we're going to add the apostrophe before the S, so Hera's favorites, and we're going to get rid of the apostrophe in the word favorites. Perhaps that's why here we also need a contraction of that is. So we're going to add the apostrophe between the T and the S. So that reads, "That is why," or "That's why the goddess was so easy." It's not the word we're looking for. Instead, we're looking for the adverb. So easily, E-A-S-I-L-Y, easily tricked by her. Hera would smile calmly. Again, we want to use that adverb, so I'm going to add L-Y. Calmly at Echo and ask, comma. We're going to treat this as dialogue, so we're going to add some quotation marks. "What tale do you have for me today?" Which is a question. It's an interrogative sentence. We're not going to end it with a period. We're going to end it with a question mark and close quote. Echo, sitting at Hera's feet, would begin to spin her tale. Or spin, tell, either one. Her stories and her chatter was always entertaining. And the time would slip by quick. We want the adverb, L-Y. Quickly as Hera listened. That extra S should actually be a T, that silent T. Listened. Meanwhile, Echo's friends, I before E, so we're going to go ahead and flip those, so I before E, enjoyed themselves without worrying that Hera would interrupt them. One day, Hera discovered Echo's, it's not a multitude of echoes, it's singular possessive because it's Echo's trick, apostrophe S. Full of wrath, she cried, we're going to treat this as dialogue. Oops, where did I go? And I'm going to capitalize that next word. "How dare you deceive," I before E, except after C. So we're going to go ahead and flip that the other way, E-I. "Deceive me in this way?" Question mark. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's more of a statement, so exclamation mark. "I have a special, S-P-E-C-I-A-L, punishment for you. Do you want to hear," as in sound, using your ears, so not the location, so H-E-A-R, we don't want that homophone, "what it is." We're not ending with a period since it's a rhetorical question, but question nonetheless. And we're going to close quotes because that's the end of her dialogue. Alrighty, hopefully your corrections, again, align with my own. Let me know what you did in the comment section below. And once more, please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video if you found it helpful. All right, I look forward to practicing with you again in the future. All right, thank you.